Olympus has fallen, and the state of Micro Four Thirds in 2020. Let's talk about these things. So we've just been hanging out with Elise's brother and his wife in Toowoomba, one of the more nicer regional places in Queensland. Hey,
It is quite pretty.
you probably heard the very sad news about Olympus selling their camera division to JIP, which is basically a bunch of accountants, and I think they're not the most ethical business people, certainly not people that have a stake in manufacturing cameras or developing the technology or even an interest in Micro Four Thirds or Olympus cameras themselves. I think they're going to sell off the technology at best. I think they'll do that, and I feel like they're going to sell out a lot of people's redundancy packages, and Olympus has lost $154 million on this sale. And I'll leave a link in the description about JIP and what kind of company they are and why it's a pretty ominous time for the company at best. It doesn't look good for Olympus lovers right now, and I'm one of them. And I feel like a bit of a sadness, not for just myself, but also the other users around the world, and especially the people who design the brilliant, innovative technology in these cameras. Yeah, they were always a bit expensive, and I think that's what put some people off. So what does that mean for Micro Four Thirds in 2020 and moving on from here? Some people make obnoxious videos saying Micro Four Thirds is dead. It's just clickbait, obnoxious stuff. It's actually a really good time. Actually, probably never been better time to be a Micro Four Thirds owner. Let me just tell you a few reasons why. Like I said before, there's a great selection of lenses, and even if the worst comes to worst and Olympus was never to bring out any more lenses, you have so many great lenses to choose from. You've got great fast lenses in a range of sizes. All the zoom lenses, there's plenty of them. If you compare it to some of the other mirrorless systems, they leave a lot to be desired. You've already got everything you need, is what I'm saying. Autofocus. We finally have great autofocus on Micro Four Thirds cameras. The Panasonic cameras, they're doing a lot better in autofocus. I think the G95 or G90, it has some impressive autofocus abilities, and the Olympus, they're not great, I will say, but they're really good. Unless you're doing some extreme close-up Wayne's World stuff, I think you're gonna be pretty okay with normal usage. Micro Four Thirds community. There's a big community of Micro Four Thirds users, and I think the reasons why they chose Micro Four Thirds, a lot of them have come from full frame, and they're not going to want to go back. A lightweight camera never gets old, but a heavy one can get old. If you're looking at cameras that you're more likely to bring on shorter trips and less professional trips, and you're doing it for the love and the joy, vlogging on a phone is not that fun. People might think that camera phones are taking over a lot of the market, and perhaps they are, but have you guys tried to vlog on a phone compared to a Micro Four Thirds camera? You don't have a flip screen to begin with, and the forward-facing screen is never going to be good on phones. It's too small of a area. Like this area of a phone, this is tiny, and I doubt this will ever be something that compares to even the forward-facing camera. So you're never going to have a flip screen and a good quality image on a phone. And physical buttons and dials, that's just a lot more fun. And one could argue that using cameras is all about fun when you're not doing a professional gig. Full frame mirrorless cameras are only getting bigger. That's another reason why it's great to use Micro Four Thirds. And even if they do get a bit smaller, you're still going to have to deal with pretty big lenses. And Sony might be the exception of that. Even if there's something that comes out that makes what I'm saying not so true, might have a small body, you're probably not going to get image stabilization anywhere near what there is in a Micro Four Thirds camera. and that means a lot. Sale prices. So I think I saw 25% off or 20% off of some of these Olympus cameras in Australian stores, and it could be similar to worldwide. It's not a proud point, but facts are you could get a real bargain on one of these cameras. Sometimes because something's not manufactured anymore, it could make it even more desirable. So if I see a cheap one of these cameras, I might pick it up as a backup. An unfortunate part of that is I don't think we're going to get any subsequent Olympus cameras. Thanks for watching. Please click that red button somewhere on the screen. That really encourages us to make more videos. So thanks guys, and we'll see you in the next one.
Thanks guys.